So Thijs, we're almost a year into your time as a Super Saint. How have you found your first almost 12 months at the club?
Yeah, as you mentioned, Jamie, a long time. It's fly though. It's a very good period so far for me. Being abroad with my missus for such a long time. We really enjoy Dublin, the club and the people over here. We get a very warm welcome and yeah, we are enjoying it.
Yeah, I know you had watched some videos and spoken to people before you signed for the club the last time we spoke, but how has the league and St. Pat's lived up to your expectations in terms of what maybe you thought it might be like in comparison to what it actually has been like?
Good question. I did some research, but it's always different when you're inside. Felt the atmosphere and the club and getting to know the people. It's very good actually, good standard of the league, of the team, very professional, all the fans, yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, our support last season and this season has been fantastic. How much have you enjoyed that, the home matches at Richmond, the atmosphere there and the crowd travelling in their numbers as they will again to Derry to cheer you guys on Friday?
Yeah, too much actually. It's fantastic to see so many people are interested in the game, and yeah, you can feel it. Every game at home is different. It's like you play with 12 guys. It's literally like that. I'm also thinking about the away games we had in Europe with so many people as well. Fantastic experience.
Yeah, you've played of course in your homeland, Netherlands, you've played in Poland and also in Cyprus before moving to Ireland, and you know you're well settled in now into the league. It's a really competitive league, particularly this season. How would you sum up the first 11 games? Of course, we'll be 1/3 of the season through after the game on Friday against Derry. It's gone quite quickly.
It's gone very quickly. We had a good start, one bad period, obviously. We bounced back with 5 unbeaten games, I think. Last game we were flat, so yeah, we will react on Friday again. Yeah,
we saw the last time we had Friday, Monday, Friday matches. If you can put a few wins together, you can really shoot up the table, and the hope will be to try and get back to winning ways and put in a good performance in Derry, because up until the Shamrock Rovers game, the previous 4, 5, 6 matches have been very good.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 3 losses or 3 wins is a huge difference in this league. So yeah, we go for the win on Friday and bounce back from the last game.
How have you enjoyed learning about the different teams and the opposition style of play and the opposition stadiums and stuff? Because as we said, when you came here you knew little or nothing about the league, and now you've settled in, you know Derry, you know the Brandy well, you've been there before, you've played them already this season, and that's an interesting challenge for a foreign player to come to learn a lot about the other teams and the stadiums and how to play in those type of games.
Yeah, 100%. For me, as you mentioned, I didn't know too much, but you have to learn very quickly. My first game was straight into Europe as well, so yeah, there was not too many time to adapt. So yeah, you have to. It's a very different league than what I was used to. It's very quick, aggressive, tight. The teams are most of the time similar to each other. So yeah, that.
Yeah, you made your debut, of course, against ฎ last season, and we've Europe to look forward to again this summer. But in terms of the league campaign, we're almost 1/3 of the way through. Have you played in the league before where there's so many teams so close together? Like as we've seen, a couple of wins, you're second, a couple of defeats, you're in the bottom half.
No, never before. This is very new for me. It's yeah, the lads mentioned to me that it's typical Irish. And what you said, yeah, just a couple of wins, you're up top, a couple of defeats, and yeah, you look to the bottom. So yeah, it's very tight, competitive, but I'm enjoying it, yeah.
Yeah, it's very competitive in the league. It's also very competitive at St. Pat's for a place in midfield, and you know we've seen that all season. The likes of yourself and Vlad, Chris Forrester, Jamie Lennon have been playing. Adam Murphy's come back from injury recently. Ben McCormick, I'm sure there's a couple of midfielders I'm missing. How is that challenge to try and be in the starting 11 every Friday, and if you're not, when you have to come on to make an impact as well?
Yeah, we have quality in the midfield. Loads of good players, loads from players who came through the academy as well. As you mentioned, Adam, Lenny and Git. They're from here, so yeah, the only thing you have to do is to work yourself and to show that you're capable of playing in the first 11, and that's what I'm trying to do every day. yeah, it's competitive as well in the midfield, but I'm sure we do a good job together, and yeah, we aim for the highest. So I don't stop before I get in that first 11 again.
Yeah, and it's nice, and it's a good place to be as a professional footballer, that when you're training Monday to Friday, that there's real competition within the team to make sure that you're in the team on the Friday, which is a good place to be. And having watched you guys training quite often, you can really see there's a great relationship between the squad, but there's also a healthy competition.
100%. I think all the guys will agree that the level is going up in training compared with last season, and we make each other better, and that's the whole thing about being a team, I think.
And in terms of your life away from St. Pat's, Thijs, how have you found living in Dublin? And we mentioned you played in another couple of countries as well, but you're in your mid-20s now and you've settled in nicely to living here as well.
Yeah, 100%. Me and my missus, we live in Camden Street, so close to all the nice restaurants and things Dublin have to offer. Our family loves to come over as well, so yeah, and my missus is working as well in the Camden Court Hotel, so she's settling in as well. From the other countries, the temperature and the rain sometimes is a little bit different, but the people are very friendly, helpful, and yeah, we really love to stay in Dublin and to keep going.
Yeah, it's something maybe people who watch football don't always see, that when a player moves from a different country, their girlfriend, their wife, their partner might have to move with them. You know, your parents, your friends have to travel to come to watch it as well. So that's been a challenge, but it's something I think you've enjoyed, and I know your family loves to come to Richmond Park to watch it.
Yeah, 100%. And what I said with the fans and the atmosphere on a Friday night in Richmond is something my family will not forget, including myself. So no, we are a big fan from Pets and my family as well. So.
Yeah, they've enjoyed it. What do they like about Richmond, and were they surprised by the atmosphere and by the attendances and just how supportive the Pats fans are?
Yeah, I think they were. Look, when you drive past the stadium, Richmond, you don't know exactly what's going on behind the doors. So when you step in and you can smell it and you can feel it, it's a very nice stadium. In Holland, we don't have too many stadiums of that. A little bit old school with some history in it. So. No, especially my grandfather, he fell in love straight away, so yeah.
They probably weren't expecting to see a football pitch behind all the houses.
No, exactly, and with so many people as well, and it's a very good, real typical old school football vibe hanging around Richmond, something which I really like. Yeah,
it's also described as a family club, and I know you guys in the squad are a family along with the staff, but I know you've settled in well around the people in the club, around the supporters, around the volunteers and stuff as well, and you were probably told about that, but you've really probably experienced that as well over the last number of months.
Yes, when I stayed with the family O'Malley in the beginning, which are big fans obviously, they explained loads about the history and about what's Pets for them, and Paul told me straight away that once you're a saint, you're always a saint. So it's something I have in mind and which I really like, yeah. You
probably couldn't have picked a better family to move in with initially than the O'Malleys, because they really are, like thousands of other St. Pat's, die-hard supporters, and were able to look after you and educate you on what it means to be a saint.
100%. I'm very grateful for my time there, and we still have very good contact, so yeah, I will cherish that for life, yeah.
And just lastly, to move back to the here and now, we play on Friday in Derry, we play Bank Holiday Monday at home to Sligo, we play the following Friday in Cork. So it's three more big important matches, but as football players you probably enjoy the schedule being busy and that it's game every 3 days, and as we said, a couple of good performances could keep us in a really good spot.
Yeah, obviously, good game on Friday, Monday as well, but step by step, all our eyes on Derry away. It's a good side. We have to be very good on Friday. From what I saw in the training, we are. So yeah, we go there for only 3 points.
And it's going to be a difficult game. They're also a good team. They're coming in trying to chase those top spots as well. So we know we'll need a top performance to hopefully come out on the right side of the result.
No, absolutely. We know they're good. We know their strengths. And we know their weaknesses. So yeah, what I said before, fully focus on Friday. And we go there for a good result.
Great, Thijs. Well, thanks for chatting. We're glad you're enjoying your time at St. Pat's and in Dublin. And we'll see you in the Brandywell on Friday.
Thank you very much, Jamie.